Good morning. Welcome to this week's edition of Delta Media Group's Tech Tuesday. It's an exciting day today. I've been looking forward to this. I've got a special guest star today. Now, don't put too much pressure on it, but it's exciting. So what we're going to do today is I'm going to go ahead and go through the DeltaNet and show you how to set up meta tags and page titles on any of your custom pages, as well as your agent homepage. And I'll even just briefly touch on how to add them to your blog articles, just so you can see how to do that. These meta tags and titles are, they're SEO related things, so, they're designed to ultimately get more traffic to your site. But that is what my special guest star is going to talk about. So, without further ado, let's go on into the DeltaNet. So here we are, home screen as always, where you would go through, process any new leads, etc., etc. We've been through this, but just in case you haven't seen the video, that's what it's for. So if you want to add a custom page title or a meta tag to your homepage, what you'll do is go to Website, down to Site Design, and then just pretend you didn't see that up there. That's new super secret stuff. But for now, you'll be able to see your current template selection down here. So the one highlighted and the one at the top is your current template. If you click on it, we can go through the template settings and change the settings specific to this template, and that includes your homepage title and meta tags. So we'll just proceed to step 3, and then this is where you would set up custom colors, custom header graphics, custom center graphic, all that. And then if we proceed on to step 4, these are the fields we're looking for. So here's your meta tag, and I'll just put there we go. And for meta description, this is the description that you're actually going to see on the page when your page comes up in search results. So we'll go ahead and type in something here. The main point is you want it to be grammatically correct. So we'll put something like, visit my website for Canton, Ohio real estate listings and information. Why not? And then meta keywords are something that doesn't have to be grammatically correct. It's just a series of words separated by commas. And with this, it's not as important. It's a best practice to put them in, but it's not something that has to be there. So I will go through these, and we'll just say real estate, Canton, Ohio. There we go. And if I finish website setup, here we are. So we can preview my website if we want. You won't be able to see those tags anywhere because there's something that all happens in the background. But those tags have now been applied to this homepage. If you would like to set them up for any of your custom pages, we can go up to the website tab and down to pages. And then here is my page list. So I can add them to any existing page, depending on the type of page, by just clicking on the page here. And I've got plenty of test pages in here, so So here is just a pre-built custom page that I built a while ago. I use this page mostly for testing, so that's what we're dealing with here. So as we go down the list, below the main content area where you actually edit the page itself, this editor here, we have those same fields: page title, meta description tag, and meta keywords tag. And it's the same deal. You just go through here, change them to whatever you want them to be, and then click on Update, and that'll apply those tags to that page. Now if we go to predefined page, these are the pages that you can choose from that we generate that are in the system already. And you can do the same thing here, and it depends on which predefined page you choose, but for most of them, you've got those same 3 fields here: page title, meta description, and meta keywords. You just fill them in and click on Update, and it'll apply those to whatever predefined page this is. The external link pages are really just designed to be links. So they link out to either pages in your own site or third-party pages, in which case you don't apply a meta tag to these because you're not actually making a page with this. You're just making a link to another page, and that other page, the idea is that that other page is going to have that information on it. And then lastly, we have market landing pages here, which we went over previously how to set up. But these kind of handle that information for you. So, they add their own title, and that stuff is all built into the way these pages are generated. So there's no way through the DeltaNet to add any kind of custom tags to those pages. That gets us through our pages. Now if we go to the blogging system, you don't add tags to your entire blog page as a whole. What you do is you add them on an individual article basis so that those articles are picked up with that information. Because the idea is that, though the information, the different articles in your blog might be related, they're not really all designed to be about the same thing. So you're going to add all those tags specific to the articles themselves because it's those articles that are going to have to do with a specific kind of content or a specific theme or specific information. So, and that's what your tags need to pertain to. So we'll go down here to add new article. And here we are. This is our regular article creation screen. We have our standard editor down here that should look familiar from all your, your paragraph about you and your other page editors. And then right above it, this is where we would add our meta title and meta description. And there you go. So that is how through the DeltaNet you can add those page titles and meta tags to your home page, any custom pages you create, some predefined pages, and also your blog article. So from here, we're going to bring in our special guest star. And this is Aaron from our marketing department. Everybody give him a nice warm welcome. We can't hear you clapping, but I know you are. And what we'll do is he's going to just give you some more information about why these tags are important and the kind of thing that you should put in them. So go ahead.
Thank you. Thank you. It's very exciting to be with the next internet sensation.
That's good.
So what I'm going to do is just kind of go over at a very high level what are meta tags, the importance of them. If you can grab a couple gold nuggets out of it, great. There's no silver bullet here that's going to help from a ranking standpoint. A lot of it has to do with getting users to the website, as Harley explained. So first of all, meta tags are basically small bits of information, descriptors of what's on the page that basically is used solely by the search engines. As Harley alluded to, they're in the HTML. The users typically won't see them. They'll see the page title. A lot of times the page title is referred to the title tag. It's really not a tag or a meta tag. It's a title element. But the two most important things as it relates to this conversation is the title and the description. The title, as you can see here, and why they're important is from a marketing standpoint is it helps people get people to your website. So if you do a search result, a lot of times the title tag and the description is pulled into the results. So for example, if I search red tennis shoes, and we look at the results here, let's scroll down. Let's look at Dick's Sporting Goods here. So this is probably, and keep in mind, Google doesn't always use the title tag and the meta description for results, but if they're compelling, they will. So within this example, this would be the title, and then this information down here would be the meta description. And a lot of times what people try to do is create compelling bits of information to try to get users to click through. And that's really what we want to try to achieve when we're doing this, is trying to get people, they have 10 other selections here to pick from. Why are they going to pick on yours? You have to try to be compelling in what you offer them as far as the search results go. If you don't fill the information in, Google will pull a snippet off of the page. What they try to do is match the results with the query the best that they can. So if they don't feel that your description is compelling enough, they'll pull their own. Really, that's really all I really wanted to cover as far as how the titles and meta descriptions work. You should try to keep them unique from page to page. Don't duplicate them. If you do, or you don't fill them in, a lot of times Google will look at that as a lower quality site. So it's important that you do fill in this information and try to keep it based on the theme of the page. So if you're putting a title in, try to use a keyword. You have 1 to 12 words to use in the title. Try to keep it, the phrases that you're using, common to what the page is about, the same with the description. If you have any comments or have any questions, please, put a note on Facebook, and we'll do our best to get back with you.
Sounds good. Thank you. So I get a lot of questions about meta tags and page titles and all that stuff. So that's why I thought it'd be good to have Aaron come in here and talk about it. And I hope that sheds some light on these a little bit. I do find a lot of people just have trouble coming up with what to put in those fields, and it can be tricky sometimes. And there's it's an interesting kind of thing to try and get into, and it's really more art than science. So well, that about does it for this week's episode of Tech Tuesday, and we'll be happy to see you next week. Of course, we won't see you, you'll see us next week, but same kind of deal. As always, feel free, if you have any questions, to comment on one of the videos, either on Facebook or YouTube. Give us a call or send us an email at support@deltagroup.com, and we'll be happy to give you any clarification or answer any questions you have. So thanks a lot. See you next week.